Look, man, a lot of people, what they call mentally ill or people that have mental disorders, are actually people with hypercognizance and can see in many layers and in many dimensions, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Most people can't see these dimensions, but people with mental illnesses or mental disorders are actually people that can feel and see things in many different dimensions, many layers, and in many different perspectives. And the worst part is that society tries to box these people in and label them as crazy or weird so people stay away from them. Because according to society, they're not fitting in into the box that they want people to be in, deemed as normal. And in society, there is no such thing as being a normal person. It's a program. Just see for yourself. Look up the etymology of what society means. The word so means to a great extent. Anxiety means cruelty. So when you put those two words together, you get a great extent of cruelty. So literally everyone by definition and by the etymology, everyone is a mental illness patient in society. Just the people that hide it better and act like functioning members of society are the ones that are labeled normal, but the ones that speak out and speak the truth and aren't afraid to hide this, they get labeled as ill or crazy, kind of like Kanye West or other divine messengers. If you can think of any, comment below. But to get back on topic, once you see this shit for what it is and you open your eyes and you start to become aware of these things, you will realize that these people aren't actually crazy. It's the system that is crazy. And these people want to make him feel like they're delusional for questioning the system and making him think they're crazy. The system is crazy, but the system calls him crazy and calls him all these labels like schizophrenia or bipolar disorder or personality disorder to make him question themselves and make him feel like they're crazy instead of embracing it and being the best version of themselves with who they authentically are. Because they want everybody to be robots and not feel and be deep with themselves or tap into their gifted psychic abilities. People will call them crazy and weird when it's actually the system that's crazy and weird. To me, that they question their own ability because their own spirit is telling them that we're unaligned and out of tune with reality. We're supposed to be in nature with existence, and instead we're in the system where it's resisting nature, which the system in itself creates more resistance and more mental illnesses and disorders. You can even label people like that, people with zoochosis. Look up the definition of zoochosis. People think that only animals suffer from zoochosis, but humans do too. And that's why we get all these disorders and all these mental illnesses. Because of that, and because we can see in many dimensions and in many layers. Usually people like that are labeled as outcast or as crazy because they don't fit into the program. And that's what they want. They don't want people to question the system. They want everybody to believe into the system and the American dream, when in fact it's a nightmare. We need to stop treating people with mental illnesses and disorders as people that are crazy or weird or bad, because that's not what they are at all. They are human beings that can see things and feel things in many different layers and in many different